Man, a lot's changed in a year, David. So if we rewind a year, Dan Mullen's beaten Georgia, took on Alabama, the best team in the nation, took them down to a 6-point game in the SEC championship game. Here we are a year later, and all the preseason publications are coming out, and basically Florida's nowhere to be found in the top 25. So, man, is it a slap in the face, not to the team or the roster or anything like that, but just a wake-up call, I should say, to Florida fans to say, we're making so much progress under Dan Mullen. He has the one awful year, a lot of misgivings there off the field, on the field, and here we are back to square one, but excited about Billy Napier at the same time. It's just kind of a strange place to be, and just kind of awaken to, again, the gap between Georgia and everybody else.
Yeah, Mark, I think you could look. It was funny. I was actually kind of thinking about that today, too. All these magazines are coming out. Florida may be ranked. I know in the Athlons they're not ranked. I did see their rankings come out. Florida's not ranked in their magazine. Lindy's, I haven't seen their top 25 yet. They're maybe not. Put it this way, if Florida is ranked, they're going to be in that 20-25 range. They're not going to be any higher than that. I believe I saw they were 23rd in the S&P rankings ESPN puts out there as well. So, Mark, it is weird when you go down. Is Florida punished too much for last year? I think you could probably make that argument a bit. There was a lot of close games that Florida ended up losing. They played Alabama very tough again. Everything that could go wrong in Lexington against Kentucky did go wrong, and Florida found a way to lose that game. But then, you had the inexcusable losses versus LSU, the inexcusable loss versus South Carolina there. So it was, kind of up and down there for Florida. A lot of sour taste from losing to UCF in the bowl game as well. But how much does the transition hurt or help Florida? There's a question there. I don't know if we can answer that right now, but how much of the simple things that can be fixed, that will be fixed, how far does that go with a very tough schedule for Florida? I mean, if you sit here and gave Florida an ACC schedule or a Big 12 schedule or a Pac-12 schedule, okay, yeah, they're probably 20th. But now knowing that they have to play Utah and Kentucky and Tennessee all in the first month of the season, and then later on in the season, LSU, Georgia, A&M, 3 out of 4 weeks with a bye week thrown in there. I mean, you can see where Florida might struggle just a little bit, even though they are an improved team. So schedule goes a long way with it, Mark, too. But I think you can make the case there may be too much penalized for last year when 24/7 Sports comes out with their team talent composite. Florida's still going to be the second most talented roster in the SEC East. They're going to be behind Georgia, but they'll be in front of Tennessee. They'll be in front of Kentucky. Last year, I didn't mean a whole lot, but if Billy Napier is able to gather the troops and gather that talent and put it together pretty fast, Florida can be a surprise team next year. So, Mark, there's always a lot of questions in transition when a new coach is taking over. We'll see how fast Billy Napier can put it all together. But yeah, I mean, I think you'll see. We'll get the SEC Media Days too, Mark, in late July. It's gonna be fascinating. What the thought? I think Tennessee will probably be picked second. I think a lot of people are jumping on Tennessee right now to finish second behind Georgia. But where's it go after that? Does people look at the talent and say, okay, well, Florida still got more talent than Kentucky, we'll put them there? Or culture, Mark Stoops there, going along there with Kentucky, does they go ahead and slide Kentucky in front of Florida after Kentucky beat Florida last year? South Carolina, Spencer Rattler. I think it'd be fascinating to see how national media, SEC media look at Florida when you start comparing them to Tennessee, South Carolina, and Kentucky.